Welcome to Sashakt Talkies. I'm Akriti from 107.2 FM Radio Nasha, and I'm your host of the day for this one-of-its-kind show where we bring stories of brave cancer survivors to inspire the world. And today with us, we have a very strong lady who's a role model to many. To know about her, let's see an A. Hi, Dr. Seema. How are you?
Hi, fine. I'm very fine, Akriti.
So glad to have you here on this special show, Sashakt Talkies. I would start with knowing your journey, your cancer journey a little bit.
So I was diagnosed in 2016. I had been feeling a lump in my breast for quite some time. But my younger son, he was, in the phase of giving his 12th and then cracking his entrance. That's a very, very crucial period for a child's professional life and career in future and all that. So I had, kind of brushed it under the carpet. And once his admission was over and things like that, and then I went for my mammography, and the whole thing came tumbling out from the cupboard.
So how was it? I mean, you're a single mother, and of course the news must be hard. It must be heart-shattering. So how did you tell your kids about this particular situation of yours?
Oh my God, that was heart-wrenching. That was really very tough and heart-wrenching. And not just my children, it was very difficult to disclose to my parents as well. You get the courage to face things yourself. But when it comes to your loved ones, it becomes so much more difficult.
I'm sure. You were diagnosed with twin cancer, and you have gone through radiation, surgery, chemo, and lot of those things. So, which was the most difficult phase of your cancer journey, and how did you overcome it?
So, what happens is that in general, my personality is such that when I pick up something, then, I get focused, and like a tunnel, I pass through the whole thing. So the most difficult part was the turbulence. It was the initial phase when I was diagnosed, and then I had to leave work, shift with my parents because I didn't want to be left alone. Nobody wanted me to be left alone at home during my treatment, and managing that turbulent part was difficult. And later again, when I got back to normal life after the treatment with diminished energy and reduced dexterity, especially with context of my profession. So that phase, was again the most difficult part. Unlike what usually people would say, the treatment part, but I found the beginning and then getting reincorporated into life, the far more tougher part.
Also, I mean, you're a single mother, you are a practicing dental surgeon, you're a counsellor for cancer patients, and also you're actively involved in support groups. So, you're doing all of these things, how do you manage time?
So, what happens is, the treatment changed my priorities. Earlier, I was a go-getter. I used to have goals, and then I used to focus and, go after those goals. But during this phase of treatment, you get a lot of time to contemplate, think, and you are at close quarters with death. So, your priorities change in a big way. They change in a big way. Mm-hmm. So what happened after treatment? Because of this change in priorities, I find time to pursue things which are close to my heart, like woman empowerment, and then mentoring women in dentistry, and then cancer advocacy is also now one of the very important things. And what I feel is where there's a will, there is a way. So when I'm wanting to give time to that, so then obviously that rigmarole of management, time management does come in, but basically it's all here. If you want to do it, then you will find ways of doing it.
Right. Similarly, every struggle, changes you as a person. It brings something different inside you. What cancer did to you? What was the change you got in your life because of cancer? In a positive way.
Like I said, the main thing which happened with me was changing my priorities. Like earlier, pursuing my goals was of fundamental importance, and of course taking care of my children and all. Although for every woman that is a priority, definitely. But doing social work and taking out time for that was not so important. So I consciously take out time for that, and definitely it has changed me inside also. I think I am far more compassionate and patient person than I was earlier.
Also, you're part of so many supporting groups, and as we see that there are a lot of taboos around cancer. People don't come out of their shell, when this happens to them. So, what do you think? How should one should come out of the shell and talk about it, or reach to a group to talk about this thing? What do you think about it?
Before I answer this question, I would definitely like to say that when I was undergoing my German journey, I want to give a big shout out to the support people for me. I had some people who had been on this journey earlier, and whenever I had a query, whenever I was anxious about what was ahead, I would talk to them, and they would, let me know. And that made my journey easier, because, always going on to something which is totally like a dark tunnel is far more tougher, rather than, somebody hand holding you and taking you there. So I cannot emphasize less as to the importance of this. And where taboos are concerned, we as a society, we all have to open up about all the taboos, because when we talk, then we come to solutions. We find solutions for such things, and we find support from each other, because society means we are social beings. So, having support from each other makes a lot of difference. And when you talk, then automatically you create awareness in general society also about it. So I would in no way, never ever not reach out to somebody who needs my support.
Also, when we were researching about you, I saw one of your pictures where you were dressed up like Anarkali, and there was this one picture where you were dressed up like Rani Lakshmi Bai. So this jest of life, from where do you get this jest?
Oh, that's an easy question. It's totally genetics. My mom is absolutely like this. An apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So I got that. It's not that the cancer changed me. I was like this from day one.
Okay. That's a plus one.
Fun loving, always trying to try out new things. And when it gets clubbed with a cause, that becomes more, what would I say? I get more motivated to do it. Like I've got into marathon, I've got into car rally, and all this actually I started because of the causes I care for. And it's dual. You're doing something for the cause, and also it's so much of fun.
Wow. We wanted to do a rapid fire with you on Sashakt Talkies to know more about you.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready for that?
Yeah, sure.
Here we go. Your favorite hobby?
Favorite hobby? I am basically a creative person, and I believe in sustainable living. So now, though, for quite some years, it is trash to treasure. I like to, repurpose things and reuse, and not just dump into the trash.
Wow.
Trash to treasure.
Person you admire?
So that is definitely my dad. My dad is the one person whom I admire the most, especially when you talk about people who touched your life personally. And when you talk about like public personalities and things like that, then yes, Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou, I really admire, the phenomenal woman.
That's amazing. And if not dentist, then you would have been? If not dentist?
Artist, definitely artist.
Artist? Wow.
Yeah. In our times, when I was growing up, I'm much elder than you, obviously. So those days, taking up these professions were not considered professions. If you were intelligent, then you ended up being an engineer or a doctor or something like that.
Right.
Otherwise, definitely I would have loved to be an artist.
Okay, so most annoying habit in others?
Oh, procrastination. Because I have been throughout good time management and go-getter, so I find people with procrastination habit very annoying. Kar lo bhai, latka kyun rakha hai, karke khatam karo.
Well, that's the current generation. Okay, so current generation annoys you a lot then.
Yeah.
One thing you can't live without. One thing you can't live without.
Oh, that's my cell phone with the internet, because that connects me to my loved ones and also to the world, because jo kuch bhi dekhna hai wo sab aajkal, that's the thing. I think it's universal for everybody, not just me.
True. So what's your favorite food, Dr. Seema?
Chocolate flavor pastry, chocolate flavor ice cream, chocolates, otherwise chocolates and chocolates.
Okay. You're a dentist and you're saying chocolates.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, another one person
at that moment I would like to add, because you mentioned I'm a dentist. So, everything in moderation. The chocolates should be consumed after food, and after that you should rinse. Not that you keep binging on them off and on. Having sugar at 2 or 3 times a day is okay. But having sugar repeatedly every hour is far more deleterious to oral health.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Person that appears for the maximum time in your call list. My son. Definitely.
Your son? Yeah.
What's your biggest addiction?
Oh, chocolates again. Oh, that's the bane of my life. Every time I go for my checkup, my dentist says your weight is increasing. Keep it under control. And my sons will be saying, "Mom, ab chocolate khana kab band karogi?"
Oh God. Okay. Your favorite animal?
Animal? Tiger. Oh, no. Tigress.
Oh, nice.
Tigress.
Your dream destination?
Oh, I love to travel. Oh my God. The whole world, and so little time, Wali saying, right? But maybe Galapagos Island or maybe Kailash Parvat. 2 places.
Okay. And what's your favorite?
Island is a not very well-known place. Not many people know about it, but that is where they talk about how species survive, and the Charles Darwin theory of survival of the fittest was kind of found there.
Wow.
Interesting place. That should be a very interesting place.
So your favorite destination right now? Kitchen, balcony, bedroom, study? What's your favorite destination right now?
Favorite destination? Definitely I like the open. So I have a very small open balcony in my house where I have a small herb garden. So I really love to sit out there. And otherwise, during the day, I love being in the kitchen also, cooking for my children. I love doing that because I've never had time, every time there was so short of time, and now I have time. So I love to, do elaborate cooking for them nowadays.
Wow, that was amazing and it was fun. So before we conclude, what's your words of wisdom or advice to the cancer patient or anybody else who is going through life-threatening disease?
This too shall pass. Hold on. Have patience. This too shall pass.
And it's not the years in your life that counts. It's the life in your years that counts.
Absolutely. 100%. That's exactly been my thinking always. Everybody has to die. Anybody who's living will die one day. Enjoy while you're here. Enjoy. That's it. पहले से ही recurrence हो जाएगी और कुछ हो जाएगा उसके बारे में क्या सोचना है मरना तो सबने है भाई. Every damn person. Just enjoy it. Take it easy. Chalo aage.
Absolutely. Take it easy. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Seema, for joining in. Thank you so much. So it's not the years in your life that counts, but life in your years. On that note, I'm signing off. My name is Akriti. Stay blessed.